Namaste.
Namaste,
Namaste,
Techies.
Harjit. This is normal for us, right?
I don't know
This
why.
is
Every time
BAU.
we're so happy and we laugh about it.
Yeah.
It's I love it. We bring a lot of energy, you know? Let's
Yeah.
let's go. We got it. So anyways, welcome everybody. And we got some great news this week, right? In the config manager world, right? Uh, the big news is the latest version for Config Manager. And I think
Yep.
the first one for this year is version 2103, right?
Yep.
And
2103 got released. Yay!
yeah,
It's kind of it's kind of a early preview version or the fast string version.
oh, the fast ring version, yes,
Yeah, you
right,
need
right,
to
right.
enable that with the PowerShell script, right? Then
Yes,
only it will show up in the console, right?
right.
Otherwise, you need to wait until it is kind of
Like
in
3 weeks or something
slowing.
like that,
Yeah,
or whatever they
yeah,
do that.
yeah.
Um, but I'm always on the fast ring. I cannot wait, so I'm always trying to get on the latest and greatest and see what what happens. And you know, 9 out of 10, usually everything's fine.
Yeah, it's going to just work, right?
It's
So,
just gonna work, no problem. And if it doesn't work, there'll be a hot fix,
yeah, exactly.
or maybe a second hot fix. Hey, what's the fun without it, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, so if people are trying to get the latest version 2103 in the update and servicing node in your config manager console, it doesn't show up there. You have to enable it with the PowerShell script, as Anoop said, and we will provide the links to the documentation and the script. And I know Anoop, you have written a blog post about that, and that'll be something easy for people to follow and step by step. So that's good. Once you have that enabled, and then you just do like you normally do your other upgrades within the console. Definitely check the prerequisites first. I always do
Mhm.
that.
Yep.
Um, and I know we're gonna talk about some of the top features, but while we're talking about how to install it, one of the things that people will see in this particular upgrade version with their prerequisite checks is the a notification that your site is not HTTPS enabled, right? So you'll get a warning. I think I have the wording somewhere. I can't remember where I kept it, but what did it say? I don't have it here, but um, anyways, you'll see it'll be on the top. It'll be yellow. It's a warning. It's not like a showstopper. And basically, what you need to do is you need to go to your site settings, um, your site server settings, properties under communication, I believe, and then you need to switch it to either HTTPS with PKI or leave it where it is with HTTP, but then select the checkbox for use config manager to create the client certificates. And that what that does is that it uses this mode called enhanced HTTP, right? Or
Yep.
S. Yeah. Did you want to add
Okay.
more to that?
Yeah. So basically, people ask me like, oh, okay, what is the best practice, HTTPS or enhanced HTTPS, right?
Yes.
Oh, not HTTPS, enhanced HTTP,
Enhanced.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, enhanced HTTP. It's so um, my preference is as per Microsoft documentation. It says, okay, always better to have HTTPS with the PKI infrastructure in place so
Yes.
that you can have a granular control of certificate deployment, etc., etc. And if you want to make things very complex, yeah, go ahead. Okay. But if from a real world perspective, right,
Right.
if your SCM server or configuration manager server or infrastructure is running with HTTP mode, and your security and all other audit stuff are fine with HTTP communication until this time, why do you want to build a PKI infrastructure and complicate
Even more.
entire stuff, right?
Right.
Uh, so, in that scenario, you should go ahead and enable enhanced HTTP, right?
Yeah.
And you can, so that you can get rid of this warnings. And I think 1 year from now or 18 months from now, Microsoft is going to stop supporting HTTP communication, HTTP only communication between
October
clients.
2022. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Client to server communication, right?
Yeah.
HTTP only communication, that is going to go out of support. So you
Right.
need to be prepared for this. That is why 18 months before they are giving this warning, right? That's
Yes,
pretty
exactly.
good, right?
Don't say that they
Yeah.
didn't tell you. They're telling you right
Yeah.
now. And
Exactly.
do it because you're gonna have broken clients out there that cannot talk back to your environment. Um,
Yep.
so that and they're giving you a couple of ways to do it. It's your choice really. Either way will work. Um, same thing with CMG. At one time it was pretty complicated to create it with the required certificates and stuff, but then they added the functionality to do enhanced
Mm.
HTTP for that too. Made it a little simpler. So
Yep.
it's the same concept.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's
So
dive into
let's.
top features.
Yep. Let me share my screen. And today it is pretty fast, I think. Hopefully you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is the newest and latest and greatest SCCM or Configuration Manager console, right? And the latest version of the console is, as you can see over here, it is 52103 1059
Mm-hmm.
1700, right? So that is the latest version of the console I have, and that is 2103. And I have 2103 is installed on this. And um okay, let's get into the features, top features, right, of this. So first of all, maybe before getting into that, we can show what we were talking about before, like
Yes,
the
exactly.
configuration, right? Yeah. Okay, if I go to primary server properties over here,
Yeah.
and if I go to the tab, communication security, right?
Yep. That's the
So
one.
this is the setting to enable enhanced HTTP.
Yes.
So um, this is interesting option, right? And you can see lot of things when you enable this, right? If you go to certificates in administration, once you enable this, you would be able to see some special certificates appearing over here. SMS, if I search with SMS, SMS issuing certificate, right? So
Uh-huh.
this
Yep.
is one of the certificate which will get kind of enabled through that, or created through that option, right? So this is a self-signed certificate by Configuration Manager
Mm-hmm.
itself, right? And this certificate is managed by Configuration Manager. And if you want to kind of go into MMC, just to quickly show how the certificate thing looks, add snap in and go to certificates and add the computer account.
Yep.
Very quickly doing this because our main focus is on the top features, right? Okay, SMS, and if under SMS you can see all these different certificates used by some of them are enhanced HTTP certificates, like this is required for BitLocker management, right? Recovery management. That is why you can see something related to that over here, and SMS issuing certificate you can see over here, right? So yeah, these are some tips. When you are going to enable enhanced HTTP, you can verify this,
Yep.
right? Okay, cool. So let's go back to our main topic for today. And
The
first thing,
features.
yeah, first thing I'm going to show you something, maybe CM pivot, right? In one of our shows, we have kind of explained what is CM pivot, how
Yeah.
to do queries in CM pivot, and what are the advantages of using CM pivot, right? So CM Pivot comes with an excellent option, or accessibility option, or user experience enhancement option, I would say, right? To get the queries
Hmm.
directly from community hub, right? So earlier we need to go to community hub, right? And we need to go and download the queries from here, right?
Right.
Once it shows up, right? And then we need to kind of copy those queries and run it, etc., etc. So that was kind of a tedious effort, right? But with this 2103 version, it
Yeah.
comes up with an option over here. See, there is a small button.
Yeah. It's hidden.
Yeah, you need to use some magnifying glass, probably, right?
It's a secret. Secret.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a secret source, probably, right? If let me click on that. Oh, great! So you can see all the CM pivot related queries, which is posted or which is published in Community Hub, available over here.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool, right? So that is a great admin experience, right? So you don't need to go ahead and copy all these stuff from one place to another,
It's already
and
connected to that. Yeah.
yeah. So if I
Excellent.
run this query, right, so it shows, oh, okay, cool. So that's pretty cool, right? Okay, so that is one of the thing
Features.
which I wanted to highlight, right? And you over here you have see you have already might have seen, right? This is a favorite button, and if you download something from Community Hub, it will automatically show up here, right?
Right.
So that was already there, but this is in this scenario with this button, you don't need to download anything, right? So you just need to click from here, and it will do a download and everything for you automatically, right? That is great orchestration stuff in the background. Okay,
Right.
cool. Now let's go to monitoring and see what is interesting over there for me, and it is going to be very useful. So for some of the big environments with a lot of collections and all, right? If you go
Yeah.
to collection evaluation, you are going to see something interesting. Two nodes available here. This was not there in the previous version, but this was there. This folder was there before.
Yeah.
Collection evaluation queue, and the three or four evaluation queues, right? So in this 2103 version, they have introduced two things, right? That is full evaluation status. If you click on that, you can see, oh, okay, what is the runtime for this particular query, right? And or
Mm.
collection, basically. And what is the last completion time, and what is the refresh time, right? And oh, why it is blank, right? Why it
Right.
is why it is not showing up anything over here? Because I have performed some kind of best practice. I have followed some best practice from my perspective, at least. because this is kind of a static collection, right?
Yeah.
HDMD collection is a static collection, and I don't want a scheduled update for the static collection, because for me that doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
right? So that is, I have disabled the full evaluation schedule for this static collection. That is why there is no next refresh time showing up here, right?
That's a good tip,
So
actually.
okay, yep. And there's another tip. Probably you can already figure out that.
Right.
Oh, okay. There are some collections starts with SMS. Okay, that is not my site code. My site code is MEM. Why? What is the difference, right? So if you look at the collection ID, then you can very well figure out like all these default out of box collections are
Those are the
coming with
defaults. Yeah.
SMS. Yeah. And all my custom collections which I created in my lab is coming with my site code, because my site code is MEM, right? So
Right.
okay, cool. So next is incremental evaluation status. This is another thing which is added to 2103. And in this, you can see the incremental evaluation. So in this, if you see the collection, number of collection is less if you compare it with full evaluation. So
Yeah.
the difference is, if you have not enabled the incremental evaluation schedule or update in the collection, then those collections won't show up here, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
I have disabled this also for better performance for my static collection. It doesn't make any sense like every 5 minutes it will check for
Because it's not going to
incremental
change
update.
anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So okay, that's a tip about collection evaluation.
Yep.
Now let's go to assets and complaints and show you something probably interesting. Let me select some collection over here, this one probably, and go to properties. And there's some magic
Whoa,
that
magic?
is done. That is that not to credit myself. This is all SCCM, great stuff from SCCM engineering team and product team, right? So to improve the end user, or not end user, admin experience, right? So it's a great stuff from their side, right? Okay, so let's do something over here, a test, and say test. I'm going to create a WQL query for this
Mhm.
particular collection, and I'm going to show something very interesting, right? Okay, maybe you might have seen this button somewhere in the previous
Yeah.
version, right? The preview. So that is not the thing I'm going to show. I'm going to show. Click on this button, right? And there is some additional things over here, right?
Mhm.
So limit row return to 5,000. At the moment it will return 5,000 records, right? So if you run this, you will see these are the rows available, or details available for my environment, right? My infrastructure. Now if I want to limit, because this is again returning 14 rows, and
Right.
you can see the execution elapsed time, etc., etc., right? That is going to take some time if you are going to kind of thinking about a production system. And if you have like more than 100K clients, then if you are going to do this stuff
That's
in that
yeah.
environment, that is going to chalk up your entire infra for some time, right? So that is not the best practice. So if you want to see some smaller results, so a smaller subset of results, you can say, okay, I want to see only two, right? Then change that number and click on run, and you can see only two, right? And you can check the query as well as you can check the results, but only few return
Right.
results, right? So
Yep.
that is good.
That's
Okay,
great.
cool. Now, Okay, that's where is my console gone?
Yeah, you
Anyways.
moved it away. Yeah.
Okay, let me cancel this. Okay, let me cancel this. Okay, maybe we can cancel it later. Okay, I don't want to waste our time now. So now let's go to the best and my favorite one. Probably if I can click on
Maybe you
software
have to close.
library.
Maybe you have to close the other two.
That's interesting, right?
Cancel, cancel.
Yeah. There's something we need some improvement on that, right? So
Maybe you found a bug.
yeah, could be. We found a bug
We found a
when
bug
we are
live.
yeah, live when we are doing our show. Okay, cool. So let's go to operating system
Mm-hmm.
and let's go to operating
Task sequence.
system task sequences, right? And I have a Windows Windows 10 upgrade task sequence, right? Which I created using our standard task sequence like this, right? Upgrade package with
Right.
upgrade package, right? And I created one and I provided blah 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 stuff, and I provided my package, etc., right?
Yep.
Then I completed this like this without adding anything, right? I
Right.
just created an upgrade task sequence in front of you. I think this is the one, right? And if I edit, right, so this is used to upgrade, for example, 1909 version to 2004, or something like that, right? Or
Yep.
20h2, right? Something like that. Okay, 20h2 is not there, I think. Okay, anyways. 20h1, or 21h1, right? I don't know, I don't remember on my top of my head. That's fine. Anyways, that's not our point, right? Okay. So in this, until now we need to use that full ISO and Vim file to do the upgrade, and that was a bit tedious process, but we all like feature updates, right? We
Right.
all like Windows update for business, and we all like those kind of updates. So with 2103, configuration manager introduced something like, very interesting stuff, right? So over here, if you come to upgrade operating system task over here in the task sequence, you
Yep.
can see there is option over here, install following feature updates, right? And if you click on that, you can find out a ESD file from Windows 10 servicing over here somewhere, right? Windows 10 servicing,
It's
where is it?
in the bottom.
Okay, Windows
Yeah.
10 servicing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So over from here, you can find out some the latest ESD update for your Windows 10 version, which you want to upgrade, right? And you can select that. Okay, that is pretty amazing, right? You can get the entire control of task sequence, and you can follow the easiest method of having ESD updates, right?
Right.
To upgrade, right?
Instead
That's
of
cool.
actually using the Vim files and then having to create the OS upgrade package and all that stuff,
Yep.
it's just now you're just using feature updates, which is you know so much easier. I think.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It is going to be much easier. I have not tested it end to end, but as you can see, I have downloaded one update, and you can see like I'm going to use that in this particular task sequence, right?
Right.
And that is going to do the trick, right? So it will show up in some time probably, or I did something wrong, maybe I need to do it again. Maybe it's another bug. I don't think so. It's manual bug probably from Anoop. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So if I click on this and
Say
click on
okay.
double and select this, I think I forgot to select this, right? So that is why
Right.
it didn't show up there. So
There it
Okay, now
is.
it's there. Ooh, okay, cool. Um, now you can. The important thing is you can control the entire. You can add if you want to add some customization or custom task over here for your environment or
Mhm.
infrastructure or your net corporate organization, right? So so that's really cool. So I think these are the main topics or topics I want to highlight in 2103.
Yeah, they are great features actually. Really improve a lot of like your day-to-day stuff that you need to do and help you get more data and especially the feature update. It's so important. Um,
Yep.
yeah, so that's awesome. And you have a blog post as well, which will link in the YouTube uh, description, which you walk through some of these features. So
Yep.
excellent. That's great. We found some secret places too that where certain things are hidden, because otherwise you wouldn't know. And you
Yep.
heard it first at Namaste Techies. And you found some bugs thanks to Namaste Techies. Those
Cool.
are features. Those are features.
Yeah, yeah, those are features. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's good. That's good. So this is a very timely show because 2103 just came out um, a few days ago, and we got this particular episode just to tie into that and to help you with all the different things you need to know from HTTP to the various features and let us know what you think. So
Yeah.
I think we're done, right?
Yes, and don't forget to share, subscribe, like. That is very much important, right?
Yeah, that's
Because that,
that's the most important thing to say
yeah,
at the end.
yeah, you can forget all about SCCM or configuration manager.
Right,
That doesn't matter, right?
right. Just share, like, and subscribe. That's all we care about. And send us some nice comments.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Until next time, you know where to find us.
Namaste.
Namaste.